We're probably getting pretty due for our next helicopter, and that does not excite me because we keep getting absolutely. All right, we keep getting absolutely like overwhelmed in this poor town every time the helicopter shows up. Miss Lamprey, I bet Ellen has never heard about the Hippocratic Oath. Fake doctor. Hey, I have the paperwork that I have 4 doctorates. Oh, wasn't there a bad storm coming that we've been ignoring for a while? Like, how bad are we talking? Predicted showers and heavy rain. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, is that tomorrow's weather is bad and heavy rain? Gross. It's not real harm if it's a zombie. Eek. I mean, I'm just gonna go with the, you can't kill that which does not live. A raindrop for every zombie killed. Let the guilt settle in. I mean, we're currently riding over the guilt. It's like really, it's pretty rough ride if I'm being honest. Like you really got to take your time riding over the guilt. What's your driveway made out of? Guilt in progress. Yeah? So we definitely do not want to be caught out at night if we're going to be dealing with this kind of storm. Like, during the day, it's not that bad. Like, normally this is the weather that we go home and chill for however long the storm's around. But honestly, like, every stream, I'm going through, like, 2 or 3 of these storms, and it's getting pretty tiresome. Realistically, 2. 3 is exaggerating, just to be clear. I see you. I'll just move the car up a little bit. Come on, follow me. Moriarty is saying you could always make another base at a new gas station. Waste the storm day that way. I could. I don't intend on building a base in all those cities. Like, I didn't make one in Riverside, I didn't make one at the Country Club, I didn't make one at the factory warehouses or anything. The next place I expect to make a base is going to be West Point on the east end by the gas station, because that'll be convenient for hitting the mall and the east end of the map. And then also, it's also convenient for Muldrow, which works out. Like, at that point, you know, I'll still have, like, I'm not gonna, like, tear down the base that's in Ekron. But I will grab like the freezers and that from it probably, unless I find a. I mean, we have probably enough freezers I can go and grab, and it's not be a problem. Either way, the point being is the next permanent base, quote unquote, will be West Point is the plan. No, I gotcha. The problem I run with the permanent bases is I've got to grow stuff to eat. Yeah, basically what I've been doing is like we go at this for like an in-game week-ish, and then I turn around and I leave. Usually it's basically when the weather turns to crap is when I head home, restock and all that, or if like I run out of water. Dr. Bo's like, if you could mount a snowplow the front of your truck, it would make slight work of the zombies. Yeah, we've joked about that. It's like, I would like just the big slow plow where I can just shove all the zombies off to one side of the road. That said, as you're seeing, like, the middle of the road is starting to clear out, and that's because I have been being careful for most of the part to kill the zombies on the side for a while. So as these buys are decaying from like the ridiculous numbers we got from like helicopters and all that kind of nonsense, we're just getting the zombies that were off the edges of the road from recent fights. E-Gravy says, okay, can confirm, after 6 boxes of nails, countless dead trees, and a long wooden road, my forest road, my car does drive easier on wooden floor. Like, I can haul another car on the road instead of the grass. Yeah, cool. Because we have talked about, when it comes to our path to Redacted in the bottom left corner of the map, that I am planning on clearing Redacted after Rosewood. And I think my plan, because the road to it is dirt and going to be completely unusable thanks to the trees, is to actually bring with me a whole bunch of nails and a bunch of axes, go to the area just north of where the Redacted is, and just start, you know, yelling, honking my horn, killing all the zombies that come out till we stop seeing any zombies at all. And then once I do that, chop down some trees, lay down some floor, and just keep repeating until we get there. I am genuinely scared of how that's going to go, but we'll see. Now we're doing this nonsense where everything's chill and then suddenly the zombies are closing in from absolutely all sides again. I see. We do this every couple of days. Like, I think it's just we're hitting the timer when migration triggers. And all it is just all the zombies trying to migrate into the area we've cleared. Let me play catch up with chat. Integer Smirk says, chopping trees sounds exerting. It will be. Elgos says, better bring a chair. I will have the car. Egrave says, good luck with that plan, haha. I fully empathize with all that. Jeff Kitten says, oh look, it's like Vampire Survivors in isometric. Put more points in garlic. Yep. More. Lots more. Moriarty says, there really are just arriving from the depths. Absolutely. Gravy, I'm in a pretty empty area, and I just worked through full exertion. Yeah, that happens. Dr. Bubble says, I don't know if I asked this earlier, but have you tried the campfire technique inside of a car to clear hordes yet? No, but that sounds like doing a burn, which I just don't do burns. It's not like some moral stance or anything. I just don't do burns. Like, no negative to anyone who does burns. It's fine. It's cool. We do have the saying in the channel, it doesn't matter how you play the game. If you're having fun, congratulations. You are playing the game correctly. Yeah, no, I don't do burns. I don't use the cars as weapons if I can help it. I don't use pipe bombs, I don't use fire bombs, I don't use Molotovs. Like, the only time we've done burns that wasn't just to show why I don't like burns was the really CDDA, because you start in your houses on fire, so it is like you aren't given the option to burn or not burn. It's just, it's already burning. Burns do not count towards your zombie kills. Neither do zombies you kill by running them over with your car. And I couldn't tell you about pipe bombs one or the other, but I would also assume probably not. There are mods to make it count, but in vanilla they do not count. Oh, come on. That's an additional horde right there. Yeah, no, it took me a while to be comfortable messing around with anywhere near those poles, because it's the same thing. I'm like, well, gotta run into this pole, and that's gonna be it. It's like, nope, not solid. The ones that actually get scary, stuff like the round fountains and all that, telling where the boundary of where you can and cannot walk can be real dicey when you're in the middle of a fight trying to concentrate on the zombies and, you know, your position relative to theirs and that kind of nonsense. Just more hordes closing in from somewhere. I keep thinking what's going to happen is, like, we're going to finish this main drag here, go to, like, the next part of town, and just find it all but deserted. Just, like, the occasional straggling group of, like, 5 zombies here and there, and that's it. And we were good up until that shove, and that shove made us exerted again. Boo. away, fog. We're already in a nasty storm. Why are we also dealing with fog? Come on. One crap weather at a time. Oh, you listened. Alright, bring the parade around, circle around, come on parade, let's do this. Circle around, you can make it happen. I'm going to just eat a potato, don't worry about it, don't ask questions. Just whole potato raw in my mouth. Yeah, normally it takes us about 2 to sometimes 3 hits to kill a zombie. Because I have hit exerted, it's going to take us closer to 4 hits. Unfortunately, I see you. Oh, come on. And I shifted up because I knew I was coming up in the car from the sound, so I was like, alright, don't want to get too close to the car. Just in case it's drawn a party. Alright, time to turn the parade around. Parade's coming around, parade's coming around. Everyone join in. Gotta go back the way we came. It's the rules. Don't ask who makes them, it's a secret. And then if you don't mind for just a second, I'm going to go like these. Okay, I'm back at it. Starting to wear through them. A lot of them have like low life because we've stabbed them all a bunch of times and just as they had to rotate the group to turn around and all that, bring different zombies, or they fell farther back in the group, or fast ones kept pushing them back. That kind of thing. That stuff I said about the road being probably clear soon, I didn't say those things. Forget about it. That was never a discussion. The roads are just going to be messed up forever. I'm surprised we're not drowsy yet. We gotta be getting close. Also, probably we're not recovering a stamina in a meaningful manner. Alright. I always worry when that happens. Again, that cycle where you just start pushing them. That's when you just want to like kind of turn around and not worry about. Alright, I was not expecting that many stragglers. Alright, we're going to do a double take for this turnaround. Don't worry about it. Starting to get low on our hunting knife supply on us. I think I got like 20 or so more in the truck though. I'll have to catch up and chat in a minute. May come as a surprise, but focusing pretty hard at the moment. That song from what made me think the helicopters here. I was about to say, wait a second. Can't celebrate yet. There's usually a second wave of all the slower zombies. Gotta be careful, we're coming up on the car, so we could get zombies from behind us again pretty easily. Oh, hi, car just appearing into existence right next to me, sure. Alright, give me one moment. Okay, so let's see what's even been happening at this moment. Let's see. Nom nom. A million little pokes. Okay. Jefferson says 4 hits zombie means approximately 1 billion hits to clear this mob. 1 million little pokes. Jeff and Kitty says coming up on 55,000 milestone, which we got. Ready the fireworks. Jeff Overkill said I would have just lost them. Rest. Jeff Kitten said 50k, no fireworks. Dr. Bubble saying, honestly, I zoned out watching him stab this horde 40k times. Jeff Kitten saying, haha, it's very zen, isn't it? Stab, stab, blurk. Stab, stab, blurk. Dr. Bubble saying, almost soothing when you remember the zombie groans. Rhetorical says, welcome to the Raw Store stream, where we provide only the chillest lo-fi beats and to murder hordes of the previously sentient. Jeff Kane said, don't mind us, we're just entertaining ourselves. Energy Smirk and said, and then the crawler, stomp the crawler. Yeah, no, I saw a crawler like once or twice and I was like, no. Dr. Bo says, I wonder what the zombie voice actor engineer looks like. Jeff Kitten says, that sounds like fun. Just going blarg blarg gargle into a mic for a while. Of course, then they go, could you do it? Like, I want a happy gargle. Could you do it? Nah, that didn't work. Could you give me like a really, really sad gargle? Could you give it more flair? And you're going, what? Like, look, man, I'm gargling. What do you want from me? Like, how involved do you think this gargle is going to get? Could you give me a confused gargle? No, not confused like you don't understand your math homework so much as you're trying to process what it is exactly you just saw. Hey, crawler, could you kindly stay as far away from possible as me? I'll be back for you with my crowbar. Hey, other crawler, could you do the exact same thing I just asked the first crawler to do? Stop. How are we not drowsy yet? Like, we have been stabbing the whole day through, non-stop. Okay. Done. I'm going to just assume that we're about to be drowsy like any second now. Ninja Smirk says, strength 8 means less sleepy, stabby. I mean, I don't know how that works, actually. I do not know the relation so far as sleepiness and, like, strength. Like, my assumption is all that will make it a lot help. You know what? We're just gonna take this little bus here. Hold, please. I'm not fighting this whole horde, but you? No, no, no. Are out of here. Yeah. Cue the very bumpy ride home. Smirk says, Axe choppy chop makes you drowsy, uses strength, might be a connection. No, I could see that potentially. Like, there might be some relationship between, you know, how heavy a weapon is versus, like, its impact on your character's, like, being awake. Because 100%, like, if you ever watch when you're drowsy and you start hitting stuff with a weapon, you'll see the moodle shake every time. Like, it's very clearly saying, hey, look, I am making you sleep. Like, I am making you the sleepies. That's okay. It looks like we're probably about ready to head home anyways, because I'm going to put this tomato in. Yep, we're down to potatoes. And you'll notice I kept trying to turn around when we got to this point, just to keep this main road as clear as possible of bodies. So at least the main road gets cleared up. Dr. Bo says, if I cut up a potato in real life, would the lettuce appear washed, or do I need to manually do that part? Oh, from this? Yeah. Because, I mean, when you look at the salad, it's, like, the graphic is like a normal, like, garden salad kind of thing. But in reality, I've got, like, 3 chunks of potato that have been diced up, a carrot, and 2 tomatoes is my salad. And it actually doesn't sound like a horrible salad. You know, assuming there's, like, salt and pepper and some type of dressing to go with it. Like, I've certainly heard of worse. Yeah, so we need to restock on food, we need to restock on water, all that kind of stuff. Check out our weapon situation, restock on those, because I destroyed a lot of hunting knives. Integer Smirk says, given the total of around 4.5% of the population dead, having close to 0.5 of that in one stream is, or it's been a big stream for Zed popping. Oh yeah, no, we have been trouncing. We have killed about 10% of the zombies we've killed this entire time, like in this one last set. Like, this one stream, we have killed, like, 10% of the population of zombies that we have killed the entire time we've been doing this run. Like, that's kind of how this goes, is you, like I mentioned it before, like, these paths, when you're trying to, like, clear to the next city, is the slowest part, because it's just, you get some really good kill rates at the beginning, but as you start getting farther and farther from where you're starting from, but not quite to the destination, you lose more and more time to just the drive. And it's not safe to, like, leave the car and just sleep in it or drop a tent next to it. Like, you know, we are at 16 times pops. All it takes is for the migration to trigger, then you just have the zombies close in on all sides of you, and your run-ins. Right, and also Integer Smirk says, yep, and every time I have to stop my car to deal with the zombies along the path, the packs get smaller and smaller. Until again, we're just dealing with like an individual here, two there, maybe three. That's the same way that's going to be like for our push into Rosewood itself to like kill everything. Is we're going to keep having these overwhelming numbers until we kind of knock down the population of zombies in the general area. And it'll have like little patches here and there that show up. E-Grave says, "Oh man, just had to check on my kid, almost 2. And she has an ear infection. Gross. No fun. Poor kid." But yeah, so wee little one is probably all the sads, because their ear hurts. And the one body in Ekron after we've cleared it so many times. Like every once in a long while I have like a zombie or two stroll into town, but it's pretty minimal these days. Which is exactly how this is supposed to work. Because the more we kill zombies in an area, the less often you'll see them and in lesser amounts. Yukari says, yeah, woke up crying, not her first time. She is prone to them. Even got tubes put in to try and help stop them. Gotcha. Yeah, I know a lot of kids have problems with ear infections. Like, I understand that's a pretty normal thing. Still sucks. Especially like 2, they don't know what's going on. Oh yeah, this is home base. Yep, we have Katana Bed, which is where all of our katanas we've acquired on our run so far live. We have our 4 doctorates. So we have 2 doctorates in just being a doctor and 2 in surgery. On the roof we have 7 rain barrels. So we have all of our water needs we could ever have possibly covered. I need to grab a shovel. Because even though I don't have a particular need for all of these plants, like, I'm just continuing to plant them. If they end up rotting or whatever, I don't really care. They can become compost. Doesn't really matter. I did make almost the entire field potatoes recently. Mostly because I'm getting too lazy to make, like, proper salads and all that, and it's just like, alright, just give me the potatoes. Like, just, the potatoes last forever, just give me the potatoes. I don't care anymore. Alright, that's all planted. Yeah, we have a car collection going. The car collection is mostly just backup vehicles, and that should, you know, the need arise, I've got plenty of cars I can turn to. Because sometimes stuff happens and you, like, roll cars and that kind of stuff. You just have to be ready to adapt however you gotta adapt. Oh, so I'll put the electronic scrap here. No, we're running very, very close to vanilla. I technically have a couple of UI/informational mods loaded. Like, I got minimal display bars and weapon condition indicator, but at the moment I've got them not showing. I normally run with them because I believe they're really convenient and nice. But there was a discussion I had about, like, how much I might lean on them or not lean on them. I was like, you know, I'm not sure. So it's like, all right, let's just turn them off. Can't lean on them if they're not turned on. Okay, that'll do. We stocked up on a bunch more of our hunting knives. We're going to take our broken machetes and put those away. Take the axes and put those away. Probably grab some extra, like, weapons for our back. Jack Overhaul says, I think you need the general container mod. Very helpful to loot sea of corpses. As wait, yeah, no, I've actually heard that a couple of times. That there's a couple good mods for managing the loot on all those corpses. Part of the point of this run is, like, being fairly close to vanilla. But yeah, no, I don't see a problem with it. Like, there's also a mod that's like, I can't remember, it's something like auto loot or whatever, that it's just for corpses, that you stand near the corpses, and it's just smart enough to go, okay, you've told me if I see hunting knives to pick them up, that kind of thing. Dr. Bubba says, how do you draw in the zombies that linger out in fields? I yell, typically. I also have my car with the radio blasting at max volume at all times, which also helps get the zombies to come to me versus me having to go to them. I guess it will bring all these spears that we've been sitting on. He's playing Kenny G on repeat, and the zombies come farther because they're offended. I mean, sure. How many meat cleavers is enough meat cleavers? One. Like, I grabbed out a meat cleaver. We're at 8 short blade. I'm like, all right, let's see how the meat cleaver is at 8 short blade. I'm like, oh, this is kind of crap, actually. I was pretty unenthused with the results. Honestly, I'm going to put the hammer here, the screwdriver, scissors, can opener. I'm going to clear out even more inventory space. Jeffkin, C+1 is enough meat cleavers, where C is the number of cleavers you have. Classic. How much is enough? One more. Yeah, one more than you have at all times. Alright, while we fill up the water, I'm going to switch back to sitting, because I've been standing this whole time. I need just one of my legs is slightly off. The desk is kind of like vibrating a little when it goes down. Like up is not a problem, it's just down. Which happens. They get out of whack. Okay. Oh, I still got all these radishes on me. That's the reason I was like, why are we overloaded? Our backpack has like nothing in it. Because I'm sending a giant pile of radishes. So I got entirely too many spears on me. This spear goes in her back. That spear goes in her hands. This crowbar goes in her backpack. And time to sleep on the katana bed.